ये अटैक भारत के ऊपर जिस तरीके से हुआ है और जितना गुस्सा पहले कभी नहीं देखा गया भारतीयों में, इंडियंस में, एज एन इंडियन वी ऑल आर really absolutely disappointed and frustrated and angry. Now, the good thing is that Narendra Modi has come back immediately. Even Nirmala Sitharaman, she was on the tour of US. She has come back. And now जिस तरीके से गवर्नमेंट ये इस तरीके से ये जो एक्शन में अभी है, तो मैं आपको प्रोफेसर पुरानिक साहब से पूछना चाहूँगा कि इसमें ये जो अपोजिशन है, आई एम रियली डिसअपॉइंटेड टू, मैंने एक स्टेटमेंट देखा रॉबर्ट वाड्रा का, और वो बोलते हैं कि दिस इज बिकॉज कि जो मुसलमान है उनको दबाया जा रहा है, दिस इज द रिपरकेशन ऑफ दैट। मीन्स ऐसे टाइम पर जब पूरा देश गुस्से में, मतलब इस बॉइलिंग कैसे वो इतने इररिस्पॉन्सिबल टाइप के कमेंट्स दे सकते हैं?
Well, I mean, less said the better about Robert Vadra, because Robert Vadra is not speaking for himself. He is speaking for not only Congress but also for the Gandhi family. So I think, if Rahul Gandhi had come out with such statement, there would have been a lot of protest, and his position as leader of the opposition, a constitutional position which he holds in the parliament, I think that would have been tarnished. So that's why it's a very clever way speaking through Robert Vadra, because he is a non-entity. He is just a son-in-law of Mrs. Gandhi and a filthy rich man and all that.
Yeah.
So that irresponsible statement, it needs to be condemned. So I think the entire country is mourning. These are days of not only mourning and introspection. As Commander mentioned about the kind of effect on the psyche of Indian people and our national pride. This is like shooting at our own soul. The Indian soul, भारत का जो आत्मा है उसको बहुत जख्म लगा है. So इसी समय में nobody should bring in politics and pick and choose and say that just because terrorist mentioned, you go and tell Modi and all that. That is only deliberate. The very fact a kind of a monstrous fellow who is killing, especially the male, that too after knowing that whether he is Hindu or not. These are all very diabolic. In my last 40-50 years of teaching international relations, I have never come across such a situation where the religion of the person, the target or victim, it has been asked. This is the first of its kind. I think the whole world should condemn. Any leader or anybody from any part of the world, a civilized man, including the media, they should condemn it, because this kind of narrow downing the religious aspect, it's very dangerous. I think it's the mindset of the people who are killed, our innocent 26 or 28 people, is like the mindset of Hitler. Hitler also was, looking for only Jews. So after finding out the ethnic cleansing that has happened, it's now a small kind of an experiment where they are targeting Hindus. This is, I think, a very dangerous and diabolical kind of a thing that we all should be careful. And as Commander said, our sympathies and our prayers go to the families of the bereaved, and also those who are injured or in the hospital, and the whole nation is with them. That through your interview, I can assure them the whole country will be with you. Forget the kind of people who always doubting Thomases or kind of petty-minded critics are there. They are nowhere. Their voice will not be heard. They are just useless people. But the whole country is with you, and the sacrifice that your people have made, I think I would call them martyrs. हुतात्मा, मेरे लिए हुतात्मा, वो सैनिक जो नहीं है, जैसे कमांडर है वैसा नहीं है, लेकिन ये किस हालत में उसको मारा है. मासूम लोग उधर टूरिस्ट करके गए थे ना, तो उनको चुन चुन के मारा है. And it is something very shocking and diabolic, and I don't think people of India can rest in peace till, as Commander said, the kind of terrorists that are there, not only terrorists, that is only front, the face of terrorists, but the root of terrorists, which you mentioned, root, that is there in OSA. So immediately the government of India, without telling people or making big announcement, just like Balakot, they should attack ISI. And then second thing, Mr. Sharmaji, what I have been telling in other channels is that in every house in Srinagar or Jammu, Kashmir area, they should go and find out who is who, what is what. Because today evening I saw in the video or the news that the trenches are there. Outside sanitary kind of outlets are there. There the terrorists are hiding. So this is the kind of inroad they have made. So पूरा देश को कब्जा कर दिया, मतलब terrorist. Rameswaram cafe, here in Bangalore it has happened. So it can happen in any other tourist place also. So we should be very cautious. Because we are complacent, because we wanted to show to the world things are normal, army has done its job, and Article 370 has brought peace and all that. That is a temporary peace, because you have a permanent headache or enemy like Pakistan next to that. So Pakistan's proxies are there. Pakistan is not only a terror state but also a rogue state. In our language jargon, we call it as a rogue state. A rogue state is, not bothered about any rights, charter of the UNO or principles of humanity, or the kind of sympathy that they have. So that means to say, Pakistan today, the defense minister of Pakistan has admitted openly, for the last 30 years we are doing this dirty job.
Yes.
That itself shows that how they were getting money. He says because of America we are doing, and he also says because of United Kingdom we are doing. So that means to say the Western powers use countries like Pakistan as their own proxies, and as they are trying to perpetuate this. But today it is boomeranging. In Pakistan itself, villages are rebelling against that. So that means to say ये ज्यादा दिन तक नहीं रहेगा. मेरे ख्याल से ISI को खत्म करना है.
I would say, sir, Commander sir, is it ISI or the Pakistan Army itself? ISI is, one thing, but the way, these people have entered, जिस तरीके से ये लोग आए, जिस तरीके से गोली मारी, हेडशॉट किया, उसके बाद में बोला कि जाके मोदी को बोल देना. That lady was shouting कि आप मुझे भी मार डालो, you take, kill me also, but they said नहीं, आपको नहीं मारेंगे, आप जाके कर देना.
So these people definitely are probably they are from the Pakistan Army, and probably they do not have the what do you say, the cover of the army on their name, but they are definitely from the Pakistan Army, and they are definitely fully promoted by the ISI. There is no doubt.
Right.
Pakistan has a natural hatred for India, and they have propagated this hatred to the people from the roots, including the books of the children. So unfortunately, even the people fundamentally are same everywhere, be it Pakistan or be it India. The way their minds are getting corroded with all sorts of false information, what we call it, I call it as, I would say, disinformation rather than misinformation, is making things difficult even for them to handle situation, and things have gone out of control in that country, and we know where they are today. They are practically having no money to manage even their own economy. They are not even able to handle the economy to the basic needs of the people today. It's falling. As far as this terror attack is concerned, these people are all total and 100% cowards. They may be great guys, the army very well trained, some of them may even be very good shots, but they are fundamentally cowards, because it is like killing somebody from the back in an army. It is never done. So, and they are attacking innocent people, and they have, unfortunately for us, they have selected such a spot which is so difficult to approach even in an emergency other than by chopper. So because it's all slushy and muddy, that area, and there was no police cover, and we were very complacent in that area to post the protection there. Besides that, we have definitely lowered our cover in Jammu and Kashmir, because Jammu and Kashmir has been very peaceful for the last few years. The tourists had actually increased the revenue of that state. And I feel now there is a change in thinking in Jammu and Kashmir, which is important. A change in thinking even in the bureaucracy as well as the politica of the J&K, because no one expects unharmed people, that too from outside Kashmir, who are on vacation, and unfortunately, I hate to say this, but specifically targeted Hindus, because that is something which is, like rightly the Professor Saab said, it is unheard of in the past, and it is cruel. And well, I would like to add on to what he has said, These people are worse than Hitler. Hitler at least had an agenda. He had promoted it well in advance and he was going ahead doing it.
Nazi.
Nazi agenda. These people have no agenda
Hmm.
and they have no backing in the sense of any political backing, any backing of the people, nothing. They are just pure terrorists.
Hmm.
And they just don't, they are faceless.
Hmm.
So the unfortunate thing is that we have lowered our cover, and I think we need to take
Yeah.
immediate action on that, which we will do. Also, we need to take corrective action for whatever has happened and pay Pakistan for whatever they have done. It is definitely state sponsored. There is very little doubt about it. It's a matter of time. I think it's already, nobody has yet said it is from Pakistan, but it's a matter of time. Pakistan have refused it as a state, but it's a matter of time. It will come out. They even refused anything to take up even with the previous wars, saying it's something internal.
Yeah.
So it's all crazy, their thinking. So it's a matter of time. It will come out. It's very unfortunate. ऐसा कभी नहीं होना चाहिए
नहीं
था,
होना
लेकिन हुआ है, तो मुंह तोड़ जवाब देने का ही
बिल्कुल
है.
देना है।
बिल्कुल.
ये जो